Hey, I'm gonna do some zooms today. You guys, come on, you're literally killing me. You realize that, right? I have another cat now. Just appeared. That's Lily. She's 20 years old. I know, Lily, I know. Shadow is just like a brutal, mean kitty. But she is being good. The one thing about my cat is she understands me. So if I tell her no, she'll stop. If I tell her be a good girl, she'll be a good girl. So as long as I'm here, she's fine. Oh, there's the next door neighbor's dog. Look at what's going on here today. There's nobody here anymore. It's just me. The owner comes during the day. This dog comes over here like once a day looking for the other dog that was killed by what we think is a coyote. It's one of those hybrid coyotes, like half coyote, half wolf. I have that on video. Oh, you guys have seen it. He was over there. It's amazing how these coyotes navigate. Otherwise, I was going to do some zooms on the special place over here. It's tough with the lighting and the heat in the air between because it'll actually reduce. But you know, some of these places, it's like, hey, Mark, why don't you zoom somewhere closer? Well, the best places, for some coincidental reason, seem to be places that we can't get near. You know, check it out. Got my coffee. It's really early. There's Yeti. I wanted to show you Yeti because while I'm zooming, he's going to start going crazy. I promise, he's going to go crazy. He's right there. And it's because there's females over there. And he just goes nuts. Alright, so let's do this. Give me a second. Alright, let's try this. Now listen, the reason I'm doing this is because there's something very special going on up there. And I can't get close enough to take a look. There's one marker that is very interesting. I'll see if I can find it during the zooming. I'm not going to waste your time. There's always big birds flying in that valley right there. There's got to be nests. Because even on these zooms I can see them. Shadow, I see you. Alright, I see you. She's upside down, wanting me to pet her belly right now as I'm zooming. I see you. I see you. Okay. You're my favorite cat. Don't worry. I'm not going to like the other cat better. She's very jealous. Alright, let's do this. Oh, don't blur on me. See how it's almost like they know our capabilities. One day we're going to be able to zoom right there with perfect clarity. And one day, really soon, the only thing about that is I have to buy another camera. I don't want to buy another camera. I really like this camera. So there's a spot there. You can tell they always stay to the woods. Can you see a Sasquatch out and something like that? Absolutely. But they get out there, I don't know, very stealthily. You know, and they do it like that, in my opinion, no matter what. We have too much of an ego. We think everything they do has something to do with us, and it's actually on the contrary. It's the very little they do have anything to do with us. I'm not talking about whether they play roles in our lives or not. I'm talking about just like, you know, what they're doing over there and how they're hiding has nothing to do with us. A little bit, but not much. In other words, he would stealth through that grass either way. I don't know why. It may be because of the other ones in their world. Alright, this is going to be blurry. I don't really like timestamps like this because, you know, I see them. I mean, I love to get them. Don't get me wrong. It's just that. Hold on, I gotta fix this. That you know, it's tough. You know, we want to, unless it's like you know, I don't think anybody would mind blurry movement. Like if we saw this black creature climbing up, you know, like kind of like humans want to see it. Like Patty climbing up right there. Remember, Patty's a very rare situation, you guys. There was something going on that I don't know if there's a whole story out on that because they would never just act like that. He didn't just catch them on the open. There's something more to that. It's the first time I've ever drank coffee while I was filming. I love this landing right here. It's such a landing that comes out from that world right there. So you want to hear about the owners, like all of a sudden taking interest in me. She's like, Mark, she's standing right here with this other girl that helps her, right here, on her Bobcat 4-wheeler thing. And she's like, all of a sudden, she's like, Mark, I think, did they follow you home? And she's never even seen one of my videos. I don't even give her links or nothing. And I was like, I don't know. It's very possible sometimes. She's like, because I've been on this ranch for 40 years. And nothing has been the same since you moved in. She's like, they make X's out of my fences. All the horses just get spooked, like out of nowhere. And she's like, I'll turn around and there's nothing there. She's like, she's like, I know these horses. And something's walking around invisible in my barn. That's what she told me. I was like, I started laughing. I was like, oh, it must be your imagination. I said that. And then we talked about it a little bit. And I said, that would be a first. I was like, you'd have to kick me off the ranch because there's too many Bigfoots following me home. I'd be the first one evicted because of actual activity around them because of these guys. So the thing is, they're right here. You know, you guys, last summer, the entire ranch, and of course it's just me here, right, at 1 o'clock in the morning. There's nobody here, just me. And the horses are going crazy. They're all around me. I think it's when the higher guys come in. It's not like, oh, a couple of the dudes from the thing just came by. There's a hierarchy there. And these guys can move around in ways you can only dream of. They go in these bubbles and just teleport and stuff. It's just bizarre. It's not, though. You know, you just gotta think in terms of, like I always say the same thing, of just look like us. You know, look at our app. Like there's an app for that, right? We've had apps for like 10 years. I don't even know if it's been that long. What is an app going to be able to do in a million years? Your brain can't even fathom it. You won't even have a phone. It'll just be a chip in your brain or something. You know what I mean? It's what they can do. Why people are so stupid. Like they can't use their brains enough. And we're talking about smart people. Like smart in the human world people. Why can't they figure this out? Like, they're just simply way ahead of us in technology. Look at that that opening, very interesting. Look at that. You guys, that's too interesting right there. Let's hold it right there for a while. You know, at that distance, you can only hope for some kind of a... Yeti, you're ruining my video. Shut up. Only hope for some kind of movement there. You know, the other thing is how they seem to know when I'm doing this. That part, I don't care about 50 million years of technology. I don't understand that part of it. I don't know that part of it for sure, but whenever I do a zoom like that, you guys, first of all, look at that. I'm excited that, you know what, finding that right there made me excited to go today where I'm going. It's quite a drive to do some zooming, but I gotta do it. It's the least fun for me. My neck hurts, my back hurts, because I gotta stay so still. It's the hardest thing I do is this right here. It's so hard to keep that zoom right there. I am on a tripod, but it's a crappy one. It's a small one off the ground. It's only 18 inches off the ground. Oh man, I like that. Is there any way I could just leave it right there? Oop, it drops. See, that's my hand holding it there. Hold on. Bear with me. Yeti. Because this is what I deal with 24 hours a day. Everyone's like, your life's so great. I'm like, you guys, I live in a trailer. My spine is going out of, just from being in the trailer all the time, like when I'm not working. I mean, actually, when I am working is what's hurting it. Like, I'm sitting at my desk doing videos. Like, nobody gets how hard my life is. This is not easy, you guys. When you see it, there's a lot more to this, you know? It's knowing your environment, knowing your areas, knowing them. You're like, oh, he's just pushing the button and zooming in. That's an easy job. It's like, okay, well, you go ahead and get to where you can zoom on a spot where there's Bigfoots. A lot of what I do is knowledge and experience and knowing and time in the area. People don't think enough. Like, they just don't think into consequences and into the future. What's that? What is on the bottom of that? Those three little things at the bottom? Looks like a trident almost. I want to just stay right on that rock. There is no way they don't use that rock. By the way, I'm not zooming up there hoping, like, oh, there could be Bigfoots up there. Like, I'm zooming there because I know that there's Bigfoots there. Sorry, I had a bug in my fly. I had a fly in my coffee. Just to show you, I'm not trying to hypnotize you with some of these places, because I've had Yeti screaming in the background, 2 cats meowing and staring at me. This is my life. Flies. It is a beautiful day today. We're gonna have such a good day. Yeah, so you know what I'll do? I'll wait. I don't want to make this a part of that video. I may make an hour-long video if I can get this thing like right there, because I'm holding it right there to get the tripod. Like if I let go of the camera, watch. You know what I mean? I gotta get it set on there. There's too much movement on this tripod. Get it set there and just leave it for like an hour, and I'll just post a video. You gotta see this marker I found. Is it out there? It's theirs. I found it today, but then I had to change batteries or something. Lisa mentioned something to me today about colors. She's like, they're hiding in the colors or something. I was like, that just hit me like, man, that's how they do it. Because we only see so many colors as humans, and apparently there's like hundreds and hundreds of colors. And they just hide in colors that we literally cannot see. God made sure you weren't going to be able to see those colors. Or somebody did. Tell me that's not interesting right there, you guys. Seriously. Go ahead, tell me it. I'm the only one that threatens his viewers. I'm kidding, I don't do that. I'm cool. I'm the coolest guy in the world until you push me. That's the only time I get, and even then I'm okay for a little while. Then I can be pushed so far. I guess like anybody, right? Which just happened recently. It's like, where are you? Well, why aren't you answering your messages? You're not too talkative. You're not doing It's like, dude, I just spent 3 days in the forest. I got 400 messages. Give me a break. Don't put that kind of pressure on me, you guys. I get back to everybody more than anybody that does this. And if I got bigger in this and had 10 billion subscribers, I would still respond to every single one of you as soon as I could. You gotta remember, I also struggle with Wi-Fi, and I don't have cell reception where I am out there. Like there's no cell reception. Right where I'm sitting, there's no cell reception. And I got to rely on slow Wi-Fi. People send me pictures, and I got to sit there, and even in the message for the picture to open, it takes sometimes 20, 30 seconds a picture to populate the picture, because my Wi-Fi is ridiculous. These rocks really interest me. That one's right there is the master. Because look where it is, and then look at the forest behind it. Look at that flat top. There's nothing like that anywhere else. Yeah, and some of you will figure out where that is. Go ahead. Because you know where I live, but a lot of people know where I live. Figured out where I live. That's fine. I don't care. I don't hide from anybody. Just don't ever show up here without permission. That's all. If you're in town, let me know or something. But if you just showed up at my door, there's most likely going to be a gun pointed right at your face. There's no reason. Nobody knocks on my door. So if you've come through 3 gates and you've knocked on my door, we're going to have a problem if you haven't contacted me first. That's all. Just a little heads up, because there's a lot of people tracking me down and following me and stuff like that lately. I think it's great, because if I catch someone ever following me, it's going to be a good video. That's why I don't mind. I'm going to make such a fool out of that person. They have no idea who they're following. I sound like an idiot, you guys, but I'm a pretty much the opposite when it comes to out here. When you're out in those woods out there, and you're trying to follow me, man, that's like, I'm not saying I'm going to lose you, but I'm going to toy with you like I'm a Sasquatch. You cannot follow me into these forests. There's nobody in the world that knows those forests better than me. You know why? Because I'm the only one that goes into them. It's not hard to be the only one. The only one. You guys, there's something special right there. It's right there. Look how far away it is. I gotta keep my eye on that. It took me over a year just to zoom in on that. I've zoomed over there before, you guys, even in videos. And never have I seen that. To me, those are markings. Whatever those three things are on the bottom, the trident-looking rock or whatever it is, wood. Look, I got it sitting there. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it on there. I'll just leave it now. Why do it another time, right? That's about the best I can do. You guys, it's just moving on itself. I want to leave that for just 5 minutes. Remember, it's early in the morning. Like, I don't know these guys' schedules, but I swear that the main activity... Actually, I don't swear that. There's activity 24 hours a day, but they really seem to do stuff at nighttime. You know, that's when they'll just crawl all over that rock. You know, like, or just go all over the place, like completely physical. They don't have to worry about being seen. I personally think that they're hiding from our government in many situations, and it's one of the reasons they're always doing their magic, because our government can zoom in on literally on one of their hairs on their body from space with their technology now. And literally, way better than this, the government can look at that spot from space and not have any blur whatsoever. Think about what you can do with Google Earth. Think about what they really have. That's why they're always they always do the same thing. Now, it may not be us. It could be, I think it's internal reasons as well, but I'm just making that up. All right, so if you guys can bear with Yeti, let's leave that. I gotta get a little closer. You guys, thank you so much. All my Patreon people, thank you so much. I just got Patreon this morning, and without you, there'd be no video. There wouldn't be this. There wouldn't be where I'm going today. I'm going out there, you guys. I'm going out there today. It's gonna be good. Maybe I'll whisper so I'm not so annoying. My voice is so annoying. You know what the cool thing about, see, I don't mind people that are annoying as long as they know they are. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go to your friend and be like, man, he is so annoying. But like, yeah, but he knows he is. For some reason, that makes a difference. If you can recognize your faults, a lot of people are just very, I don't know if it's an ego or just, you know, they will not, especially women, no offense, girls, you guys are never wrong, and it's harder for you to recognize your faults. Not all of you, but let's leave this right there. Now, the wind could blow this out. We'll see what happens. It's so blatant because the guys to my right have certainly told them. They're right to my left and right to my right now, watching me. That's why you can't do it. You think you're safe, like you're zooming. I wasn't even near them. Doesn't matter. They're always watching you. Shadow, watch that camera. You're back. piece that's still on there. Okay, so that was more of a shadow. It's so the side of the rock doesn't go in. It's still very interesting to me. You know, that's where they go. They go like in there and disappear. Over now.